Remember that time you tripped walking into a busy coffee shop, sending your drink flying? Or maybe you said something totally cringy in a group chat and couldn't sleep for days, replaying it over and over. You felt like every single person saw it, judged it, and probably etched it into their memory forever, right? What if I told you that almost no one actually noticed, and if they did, they forgot about it within minutes? It's a strange feeling, isn't it? This gut-level certainty that all eyes are on you, scrutinizing every tiny mistake, every bad hair day, every awkward stumble. It's like you're constantly performing on a brightly lit stage, under the unwavering gaze of an invisible audience. But here's the thing. That spotlight, that audience, it's mostly in your head. It's what psychologists call the spotlight effect. It's our tendency to dramatically overestimate how much other people are paying attention to our appearance, our behavior, and especially our minor slip-ups. Think of it like living inside your own self-made fishbowl, convinced everyone outside is glued to your every move. We're going to dive deep today into understanding this sneaky little mental trick, and more importantly, how to break free from its grasp so you can finally relax and just be yourself. Let's be honest, we've all been there. Picture this. You're rushing to a super important meeting, juggling your laptop, coffee, and a handful of papers. Suddenly, disaster strikes. Your coffee takes a nosedive, splashing a giant, unsightly brown stain right down the front of your crisp white shirt. Immediately, your heart pounds. Your face flushes. You feel a wave of intense shame wash over you, convinced that every single person in the hallway, every co-worker you pass, is staring at your coffee-stained humiliation. You try to subtly cover it, but it feels like it's glowing. You spend the entire meeting trying to hide behind your papers, certain that everyone is secretly judging your clumsy start to the day. But here's the reality check. Most people barely noticed, or if they did catch a glimpse, they probably thought, oh, rough start for them, and then immediately went back to worrying about their own presentation, their overdue email, or what they're having for lunch. They didn't dwell on it. They didn't categorize you as the coffee spiller for eternity. Why? Because just like you, they're usually far too preoccupied with their own stuff. Our brains are wired to focus on our own flaws and insecurities, making us assume that everyone else is sharing that same intense focus on us. It's like we're carrying around a magnifying glass pointed solely at ourselves, and we forget that other people are carrying their own magnifying glasses pointed at them. Or how about this one? You're walking through a busy park, maybe talking on the phone, and completely miss a curb. Wham! You trip, arms flailing, doing an impromptu interpretive dance before somehow miraculously catching yourself. You look around mortified, certain that a dozen people just saw your spectacular near fall. Your cheeks burn, and you want the ground to swallow you whole. You hear a little snicker, or maybe you just think you hear it, and the shame is unbearable. The truth is, while someone might have glanced up for a second, because let's face it, human nature makes us look at sudden movements. Most people likely offered a quick, fleeting look, perhaps even a sympathetic half smile, and then quickly went back to their jogging, their picnic, or their own phone conversation. They didn't burst into peals of laughter. They didn't stop their day to recount your blunder to their friends later. The spotlight you felt was shining so brightly on you in that moment, it was barely a flicker to anyone else. We tend to believe that our embarrassing moments are far more memorable to others than they actually are. It's called the illusion of transparency, where we think our internal feelings, like embarrassment, are totally obvious to everyone around us. This effect gets amplified tenfold for those of us who deal with social anxiety. For someone struggling with social anxiety, the spotlight effect isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's a constant nagging companion. Every interaction becomes a high-stakes performance. You're convinced that your shaky voice, your slightly sweaty palms, your nervous laugh, all of it is glaringly obvious to everyone in the room. You overthink every word, every gesture, believing that every move you make is being meticulously judged, analyzed, and possibly even condemned. This leads to a crippling self-consciousness, where the fear of judgment becomes so overwhelming that it prevents you from speaking up, from trying new things, or from truly connecting with others. You end up holding yourself back, all because you're convinced of an invisible jury that's actually not even paying attention. Understanding that this spotlight is an illusion is absolutely crucial for managing that anxiety and starting to loosen its grip. It's not about ignoring your feelings, but about understanding where those feelings are coming from. So how do we finally conquer this invisible audience that keeps holding us back? How do we dim that internal spotlight and just breathe? It starts with a few practical shifts in how we think and act. First, recognize the bias. This might sound simple, but understanding what the spotlight effect is truly half the battle. Just knowing that your brain has this sneaky tendency to overestimate how much others are noticing, you can be incredibly freeing. The next time you feel that surge of self-consciousness, that hot flush of embarrassment, pause for a moment. Instead of spiraling into self-doubt, mentally label it, this is just the spotlight effect kicking in. Acknowledging it for what it is helps to depersonalize it. It's not you being inherently flawed. It's your brain playing a trick based on how humans are generally wired. It's like knowing there's a faulty sensor in your car. You don't panic every time the warning light comes on. You just acknowledge the sensor is acting up. Second, practice perspective taking. This is about consciously stepping outside your own head and trying to see the world from other people's shoes. Think about your own day-to-day life. How much time do you spend analyzing what other people are wearing, or meticulously remembering every minor awkward thing they say? Probably very little, right? Most of your mental energy is spent on your to-do list, your worries, your plans for dinner. The same goes for almost everyone else. They are the main characters in their own stories, just like you are in yours. When you find yourself worrying about what someone thinks of your hair, try to imagine what they are actually thinking about at that very moment. Chances are it's something entirely unrelated to you. Maybe they're replaying their own clumsy moment from earlier, or wondering if they turned off the stove. This exercise helps to shift your focus away from yourself and reminds you that the world doesn't revolve around your every move. Finally, and perhaps most liberating, is to embrace imperfection. Seriously, everyone, and I mean everyone, makes mistakes. We all have bad days, say dumb things, and occasionally wear mismatched socks. It's part of being human. The pressure to be perfect, to never falter, is a heavy burden that no one can realistically carry. When you embrace your quirks, your flaws, and your occasional blunders, you're not just being kind to yourself. You're also becoming more relatable and authentic to others. Think about the people you admire most. Are they flawless robots, or are they real, honest people who aren't afraid to laugh at themselves? It's our imperfections, our unique quirks, that make us interesting and frankly make life a lot more fun. Stop trying to erase every perceived flaw and start seeing them as part of what makes you, well, you. So, remember that invisible audience, that harsh spotlight. Most people are way too wrapped up in their own lives, their own worries, their own hopes, to be overly concerned with your small missteps or perceived imperfections. Release yourself from that self-imposed pressure. It's time to step off the imaginary stage and just live your life. Go ahead, make a mistake, spill that coffee, trip over your own feet. The world won't end, and honestly, almost no one will even notice. Embrace your authentic self, flaws and all, because that's when you truly shine. If this video helped you feel a little lighter, a little more free, then hit that subscribe button right now for more tips on navigating the amazing and sometimes tricky landscape of the human mind.